Хөрхөн охид trap сонсон. Trap сонсон, trap донсон. Түүний сонсдог хөгжим дур булаан. Дагаж дуулан дур булаа мууруулаа.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a brand new MMA Roasted Podcast. The gang is back in town. We got Tyler Smith here, the Marine, the wrestling coach, the security guy, the jiu-jitsu brown belt. I always say black belt, but it's brown belt.
It's brown belt.
How far are you from black belt, you think?
Well, before I threw my back into hell a couple weeks ago, I don't know. I feel like it maybe was coming this year. I'm not in any rush to get my black belt.
Now, is that Anderson Silva shirt?
I'm not trying to get that smoke. No, Aloysius Silva. Aloysius Silva Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it.
Dodgers logo.
Look, right. We also have the Weendawg in town.
What's up, dude? Let me back.
I'm happy to have you back, man. Happy to have you back. Supposedly Vince Pichel's coming. We'll see if he comes. And then supposedly Preacher Lawson. We do have Colby Covington calling in 30 minutes.
Is Greg coming?
Greg is not coming.
Oh, okay, good.
So, good? Wow, nice.
Fuck Greg, dude.
Indoor people coming.
I know, of course. It's going to be a good show. I want to thank our sponsor, Speedweed. So Speedweed is marijuana is legal in California. You can get it delivered. Don't get it delivered. Get it delivered right to you, okay? Don't leave your house. You got things to do. Your time is money, especially in California where the traffic is brutal, okay? You can spend the entire day driving and in traffic and this and that. I got a ticket. I was so mad the other day because my wife just assigned me to pick up her brother at the airport, who I love her brother. He's a nice kid, but I go to the airport, and he tells me at Terminal 6, and then I get there, the baby's crying. I could tell she pooped. I could smell in the car. Nice. And then I'm like, hey, man, I'm here. He doesn't go outside. So now I got to go all the way around. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why would you not go outside to have someone pick you up, right? Preacher just showed up. What's up, Preacher? So then I had to go all the way around, and, of course, I made like a U-turn.
Some illegal.
A U-turn on like a red light, on like a red arrow, pulled over. I don't know how many points this is on my license. I only have one company that will actually take me because I got a 104 and like a 65 a couple years ago. So, yeah. So, anyway, parking sucks. Driving sucks. Get it delivered. Marijuana, Speedweed, they will deliver it right to you. Okay, mention Roasted. You get $100. You get $10 off, $100 more. And it's great stuff. I'm telling you that the TAC sex lube has changed my marriage. Okay, we were on the brink of divorce. She was out. And all of a sudden, we started using this marijuana sex lube. My penis gets the munchies. I'm telling you, it won't be the same. Also, I want to thank Sparks Cannabis. What's up, guys? Let me talk to you about Sparks Cannabis. It's a vertically integrated, family-owned and operated cannabis company out of California's Central Valley. And they're going to remove the stigma and stereotypes that are associated with cannabis by showing how cannabis fits into the motto, everyone, every day. They got higher quality products. And they strive to provide curated experiences rather than a couch-locked high where you're just like sitting there like, oh, I can't move. No. Their Excite and Exhale product lines do this by focusing on the strains, terpenes, and how they interact to give you that curated experience. They're launching their flower line of premium pre-rolls and flower with pens and cartridges to follow by the end of the year. And you got to try their Sparks pre-rolls with premium 2-to-1 CBD THC flower. Same premium flower with less kick. I've been smoking this Sparks Cannabis, and trust me, people, this is the best stuff out there. By far, the best stuff out there. And they love the planet, which is why they strive to be as eco-friendly as possible. And they're proud to be one of the first farms to have technologically advanced greenhouses that are completely solar-powered, which helps them reduce their carbon footprint, okay? You got to check it out. Sparks Cannabis. You got to go SparksCannabis.com. On Instagram, they're Sparks Cannabis, and they're great people. They're great marijuana, and you got to check them out. Sparks Cannabis, highly recommend. Thank you, Sparks Cannabis.
Sparks Cannabis.
Cannabis. Also, I want to thank Froggy MMA. It's time to forget everything you believe you know about frogs, because this particular one will literally knock your shirts off. Okay, Froggy MMA. Yes, people. I'm talking about Froggy MMA. It is the new challenger in the ring, ready to take on the big guys with their new kick-ass collection of MMA gear. And listen, I don't care how tough you think you are. Some of you guys think you're so fucking tough. You're not that tough, okay? You can bet your bottom dollar that if you let these guys hit you with their gear, it will be an instant knockout. Boom. Faster than Ben Askren get knocked out. 5 seconds. But you're out. You're out cold. Because their shirts and hoodies are so damn fluffy and comfortable. It will make grown-up men curl in fetal position with a huge grin on their face. I love doing that, especially after sex.
Every time I sleep, I end up waking up in a complete fetal position.
Really?
Like, it's comfortable.
It is comfortable.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
And they're even softer than Bisbing after round 2 against Henderson, okay? These shirts feel so good on your skin, you'll never want to take them off again, unless it's to change into another one, all right? They even got one for my little baby. They gave her a little baby onesie.
Nice.
It's her favorite thing to wear. Okay, you better get one each day of the week. Otherwise, I can guarantee you will become part of your body. You won't be able to take the thing off, okay? And don't forget your kids are the other half. My wife has a Froggy MMA thing. I have a Froggy MMA. Honestly, she never wears my shirts. She wears a Froggy MMA.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm telling you, and they will love you forever being so considerate. You'll never have to fork out money for marriage or counseling, nothing, okay? There's more, because this frog isn't in it for the money. They're not. It's for Chris and Joe, the founders of Frog MMA. They're actually amazing people. They came to go see my show in Atlanta like 3 different times. I think it was in Tennessee. They came from Atlanta.
Whoa.
And they train with Lima, the Lima brothers.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're really good people, okay? And they've taken themselves into the sport, and they know how frustrating it is to obtain sponsorships, to deal with promotional demands, and they're like, screw that, we're gonna do it because of their love of the game. So support them, okay? They're sponsoring Josh Danger Marer, Chelsea Bandita Brooks, and Hurricane Heather Joe Clark. Yes, Heather. We love Heather, okay? And with your help, they'll be able to soon add more people to fighters to their families. So check them out. Froggy MMA. Froggy MMA. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Twitter. Check them out. Froggy MMA. Thank you, Froggy MMA. Definitely check them out. Preacher Lawson is here. Everyone's here. Did you guys watch the fights from last week?
Some of them. I watched first couple, and then we had the birthday, so I hung out for the birthday party.
Right.
And then I got home for the main,
Right.
which was...
Yeah.
It was okay. I mean, look, I'm never going to be the guy that criticizes a fighter for a quote-unquote bad performance. It's like, if you step 1 inch too far, you're getting punched in the fucking face. So that, to me, that was exactly a girl that beat her, I mean, due to a cut. So it's like, you don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I thought if we average all the fights out, it wasn't the most exciting fight. I feel like she just could have finished her. She would have, but she, I think, she just played. I think it's what happens.
She GS beat her. She GS
I
beat
feel
her.
like that happens with a lot of champions though. When they get, they've been champions so long and they've been so dominant so long that they're at this point they're just.
I think also the problem with her is that when she looks good, she looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Like with Jessica everybody was like.
But this is the thing with Valentina. She's so technical and so perfect that she doesn't force anything. So when those things happen, it's because they're happening because she did the setups. This fight, she was setting stuff up, and Liz Carmouche just kept plotting forward and what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
You're not gonna knock her out. She's a fucking animal.
She is. She's a
fucking animal.
She is.
She's like mini cyborg, dude.
The Mike Perry fight was
That's pretty insane.
awesome.
That's
look,
so cool.
Mike Perry,
He's gotten so much better.
as a human being, I may not be the biggest fan. I don't really get it.
Yeah.
But as a fighter, I'll watch him fight every week.
Every time.
I mean,
That's exactly how I feel.
I'm not really him saying he's 2% African American. So he said the N word.
That's what he lost me when he said the N word. I was like, all right, I'm.
What's the cut? Where's the cutoff?
When he said the N-word.
No, I'm saying where's the percentage? What percentage does he have to be to be able to say?
I don't use N-word though. You know what I mean?
There you
I'm
go.
black, so I think that's the cutoff right there, man. Because I don't like that word. So.
You say Fredo?
But don't you think if you could tell someone's black, they could say the N word? Like if you can't tell the person's black.
Yeah.
Then,
right.
Yeah. So
It's like a certain tone.
Yeah.
You got to have at least
But even
this shade.
Like Drake, you could say the N word, right?
Yeah. You can. His dad's black. His dad's black. So yeah. But I mean, whatever. So he's saying, I thought he was, hilarious, and he's definitely entertaining. That he's like the most famous fighter that's not really ranked.
Yeah, he's has 5 losses out of his last 7 fights.
Yeah. He's just
But I thought he won that fight. I thought he won that fight.
I thought there's an argument for him winning that fight, yeah.
I thought there was an argument for him winning the fight. I did think he lost. I think he could have won if he would have did maybe a little more damage, but I think his nose was broken when he was on top.
Oh my God! But you know what? A lot of people would have tapped.
Yeah.
In the third.
Yeah.
I mean, at what point is all your blood gone? I mean, he must have lost.
That was terrifying.
I mean, he must have lost a pint of blood.
I'm thinking about the pressure because I had my nose broken and like it was an eighth of that, and you can just feel that it feels like someone's just pushing on your eyes and like pushing into your nose. You can't breathe. Like it's fucking miserable.
Yeah.
So
he was on top at the end.
man, Mike Perry's he's a G, dude.
Yeah, that was pretty insane. That was pretty insane.
He's a G, but he's also like so. I wouldn't say beatable, but it makes it kind of fun to watch.
Right.
You're
He
like,
gets better though.
he's also like the hardest head in the history of sports. He's never even been hurt.
Yeah.
And he just comes forward.
Like he gets hit, he has nose broken, but he wasn't rocked.
Yeah,
Like he wasn't woozy. He was just
It was crazy. It was crazy. But it was a good fight, though. I mean, I like. There was a couple other fights that were decent in that card. Tisha Torres, I wanted her to win. That
Who's the jiu-jitsu guy? Rodolfo Vieira.
yeah, that was.
Rodolfo Vieira had a fucking nice sub.
And then Gilbert
Nice,
Burns.
clean sub.
Burns looked pretty good.
He looked decent, yeah.
I'll tell you what I did watch afterwards was the bare knuckle boxing.
It was so much better than UFC card.
It kind of was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I hate to say it.
Wow, that's
I'm an
crazy.
MMA guy, but right off the bat, they had these like two fat guys fighting.
Yeah.
And
Two Mexican dudes.
no, two white guys.
Oh.
And it looked like one of those like those tough man competitions.
yeah, the old
Like, one guy
butterbean.
got knocked down twice, got up and then knocked the other guy down in the first round, and then won the fight. And then there was a knockout that was the most vicious knockout I've ever seen. But I'll show you guys a video of
The
it.
ginger dude knocking out the black.
The black dude, yeah.
He, like,
The
just
black
falls
British
on the
guy.
street.
I think he might have been was he Hawaiian or British or but I'll tell you, look at this. Look at this right here. Boom, watch. So he hits him there, and look at the way this guy falls.
Like in the movies, dude.
Oh man.
Out on his feet, just falls.
Right? I mean,
Oh, nasty. Just body off.
But
His
he had-
body just turned off.
but he had knocked him down like 7 times before that.
Oh, really?
Like at any point they could have stopped that fight. But the problem is that in bare knuckle boxing, guys come back all the time. So maybe he shouldn't have. But have you heard the new announcement for the fight? Lenny Dykstra is fighting the Bagel Boss guy.
No.
UFC?
No, in
No.
celebrity boxing. You know the Bagel Boss?
No, I don't know these guys.
The Bagel Boss is like this little guy that was in a bagel shop that was like cursing
Is that
everybody
viral
out.
video where he's like, women
Oh,
make
that
fun of me because I'm
5
5
dude.
feet
Yeah,
tall.
yeah.
So-
That's okay.
So he's boxing Lenny Dykstra, who used to be on the New York Mets, who was like the man back in the day, and he got popped for steroids, and now he was like homeless or something, and he like lost all his teeth in bar fights and jail fights, and he's not doing very well as a human being. But he's gonna box the Bagel Boss guy.
Jeez.
Are they the same height?
No, Dykstra's a lot bigger.
Yeah.
God,
that's what
I
I'm
mean, as
saying.
a professional athlete,
That's
man,
what I'm
like-
saying, man. But I knew the guy was like 5 foot, so why would he even accept
Like
this?
even if you're a former professional
I just
athlete,
don't, look, man, I don't know if he was like one of those Bugsy Whales type, you know what I mean? Like he was just smaller.
well,
like,
apparently he's been training with
Weidman and
Weidman and
Iaquinta.
Iaquinta and like
this is how
those.
you guys making this up?
No, I swear.
No, I swear to God.
Why would he
There's
accept
video.
this fight then?
There's video of the Bagel Boss dude
Yeah, Bagel Boss.
has been training with Iaquinta.
Yeah.
Oh, the 5 foot. Oh, so
The little 5-footer.
Yeah.
He's learning some tricks.
Yeah, but did
Oh,
you
that
see
doesn't
it?
matter though.
No, I don't think.
it matters,
yeah, I
man.
think he'll get smashed.
Yeah, it's
he's
like-
5 feet tall, dude.
But
Yeah.
did you see him getting ready for like fighting? That video he put up.
Yeah,
The Bagel Boss. Did you see
exactly.
it?
I saw it.
So the Bagel
I
Boss
saw it.
before
It's
he
bad.
went- Yeah. So like he like went in, and I said it's the new opponent for Jack Swagger.
Swagger.
Yeah, you know how you know Jack Swagger. He's the guy in the WWE who went into fighting.
Bellator, yeah, right.
And and he's like undefeated, but they keep throwing these like these guys at him that like, yeah. So I'm trying to find the Bagel Boss.
Blind security guards.
I can't find them, but yeah, they have them warming up. It's like it's really dumb.
It's bad.
It's
Yeah,
really
it's
dumb.
bad.
So
I
then-
mean, I'll watch it.
Are you gonna watch?
I'll always watch celebrity boxing because
Really?
it's such a shit
It's like
show.
$20.
Yeah, it's such a shit
I don't know if I'm gonna pay
show.
for it. $30. I don't know.
Even
It's never
the YouTube
good.
fighters, they fought.
Oh yeah, those two
See,
guys.
that wasn't that bad.
They're gonna have a rematch.
Are they?
Yeah, I think Paul's gonna win.
Logan Paul is not that bad.
He's a great wrestler.
He's a great wrestler, but he knows how to throw a punch.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him get into
Doesn't have
MMA.
Cardio.
He has enough cardio.
Yeah,
He has enough cardio.
I think he was winning, and then he didn't have cardio.
And then just.
Would you fight him?
Would I fight Logan Paul? I mean, bro, I'd fight anybody that's famous for some money, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
Why
mean?
not?
Like, come on. Yeah, I'll fight
Why not?
anybody. I'm pretty much. I mean, I'm pretty sure he knows he's gonna get beat up. You know, he's 5 foot fighting
Yeah.
that, former athlete, but that's money right there.
No, I'm talking about would you fight Logan Paul, not the baby
I'm
boss.
saying I'd fight anybody.
Yeah.
That's famous.
Tom Cruise? Preacher
I would
Lawson,
fight-
Tom Cruise?
I would fight anybody that's famous.
So this week, speaking of great fights, Daniel Cormier, Stipe Miocic.
Oh.
I got Stipe.
Oh.
You?
Oh, I got DC. I said DC was gonna knock him out in the third round. Second or third round.
You called it?
I called him. Yes, I did. And everybody that bet against, you know how much I still rubbed it in their faces. I say he's gonna knock him out in the second or third round, and I think he's gonna do the same.
Really?
I think, if you look at the first, the first fight, DC was like, he came out and he didn't come forward. He just kind of walked around, and then Stipe was in the middle, and then he kind of started walking forward. And if you look at the fight, Stipe was doing well in the beginning. And then DC started. DC always
What
loses
about the eye pokes, though? What about the eye pokes?
I mean, I don't think that matters. I think he's gonna that punch with an eye poke. I think he's gonna win. I think he's gonna knock him out again. I think he's gonna.
Just from where that punch came from, how close it was, and he managed to knock him out. There's nowhere in that cage that I see DC losing that fight.
Yeah,
He's not gonna. What's Stipe gonna out
I
wrestle
think
him?
everyone's forgetting how good Stipe is.
I don't
Stipe
forget
is
how
great.
good Stipe is.
The guy that destroyed Ngannou and destroyed Verdum and destroyed.
Yeah, but I can feel like I can defend all those fights. That I feel like.
Ngannou wrestling.
I feel like Ngannou, but I don't even think it was the wrestling. Ngannou threw his whole load in the first round.
Yeah.
I remember watching that. I was like, oh, you're going to lose.
Yep.
I just remember watching live. I was like, you're going to be. I'm surprised. I'm more surprised Stipe didn't finish him than because he gassed. He was.
But nobody's
he was
finished
done.
Ngannou yet.
Yeah, but he was done.
Stipe could have though.
Yeah, exactly.
He
The second round, he
played
could
it
have been.
safe. He put him on his
Exactly.
ass, and he just gave him some
Exactly.
ground and pound.
Exactly.
If he
He
had
could
let
have
him
finished the
stand
second
up with his
round.
hands down, because he was done. He was.
was done.
You're right. His cardio was
I
gone.
Why
Like
you should have finished him. There's so many different. I thought he was gonna finish him. He should have finished in the first round when I seen Ngannou through all that. I was like, oh, Stipe is gonna. But Stipe played. He just played it kind of safe. So, but he definitely could have finished.
I think also he was trying to make a point too. Like, look, it would be one thing if he went out there and just knocked him out, right? Like anybody can knock out somebody who's fucking dead
No, I
tired
think-
and hands
No,
are
he
down.
was also
Yeah.
scared
But
of him.
he was
He
like,
was also
"Look, man,
worried about his power.
I'm just
he
gonna
was
whoop
like,
the- yeah."
He was like, why would I? This dude Ngannou was like, he would flick you like a booger, and you'd fucking get knocked
Yeah.
out.
True.
Stipe was like, I'm not fucking around with this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have any issues with the way he fought him. It was perfect.
But here's
for
what
me.
I
did.
think.
I
I
wanted
think that
You wanted him to knock
I wanted Ngannou to win, but I mean, after the first round, I was like, there's no way he's gonna win. So I at least wanted to see it finish.
Just beat over,
So I was
yeah.
like, let's see what happens. But he didn't. Stipe could have finished him, but I think he just, like you said, he didn't want to take that chance. But he could have finished him. I think
So John Jones and Cormier are going back at it at Twitter. So this is what Cormier says. Of course he wants to fight me. He's fought 3 times this year, and I'm going to make more this weekend than he will even if he fights again this year. Oh, how times have changed. And then John Jones writes, I said there will be no fight because you won't lose the weight or dare lose the 3rd time. You bring up money? Way to change the subject, bud. And then thumbs up. I mean, there's really nothing that DC can say because he lost twice to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no, even if
Yeah,
he
I
had the
know.
most savage tweet in the world, it's still Twitter, versus what happened in the octagon.
Right.
So
Right. And I mean, obviously steroids had their part to play with John Jones, but both times he beat him, it was timing and technique.
Yeah.
It wasn't like,
Also, man,
my body is.
me too. I was there. I was there for
I
both
was
of them.
so mad when
Ugh.
he beat him the first time, man. I wanted DC to win.
So did I.
I always want DC to win.
But who do you think
Probably not
wins?
the second time. Second time, I kind of like Jones.
That head kick was brutal. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
CC won the first 2 rounds. I thought, barely.
I don't think. I think it went like the first fight. I think how I think. I don't think he won. I don't think he was winning like people were making it seem.
Jones also was the kind of guy that if
Yeah, it wasn't like
if,
whooping his ass.
if,
Yeah.
Jones
People-
kind of guy if the round's closed, you give it to the other guy because you hate John Jones so much.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
I kinda
Which you
felt
can't
that-
do
I
because
mean,
John Jones.
I thought DC won the first fight, And
He won the first fight?
No, that's why. That's
Oh,
why
yeah,
I
yeah.
hated Jones, and then
Yeah,
I
yeah.
rewatched it. And
You
then,
were
you know
like,
what I mean? And then I was like, man,
okay.
I was biased.
It's kind of of course. It's kind of like same thing with like Mayweather.
Yeah.
Any round that's kind of close, you give it to the other guy.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then, I mean, Jones he's so good. I don't know.
He's so good.
I don't think that DC beats him at heavyweight either. I hate to say it, but everyone's like, well, at heavyweight, DC will beat John Jones.
Yeah, I think Jones will still beat him too.
He has his number.
I just think it's a bad matchup. Someone that does single shots constantly, that doesn't stop. You know,
Taller.
pop, tall. Yeah, taller, the reach and everything. Because like that's another thing Stipe didn't use his reach, which I think he's gonna do in this fight.
Yeah.
But he just tried to come in on. I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you going into the clinch with like he's just. But I think
It's crazy because the one guy that I thought had the best shot at beating John Jones was Anthony Johnson.
I still think that.
in his peak.
I still
But
think
he's
that.
such a mental case that
I know it's so annoying. Yeah,
Yeah. Rumble's he's one of those things. Did you see him in the submission underground?
no, what happened?
He got tapped in like 12 seconds or
Really?
something. Yeah, heel hook. I mean, he was going with this Craig Jones, who's like a fucking wizard, like jiu-jitsu wizard. So that's not his element, but he looked gymongous.
Oh my God.
He was 280 pounds.
Yeah,
Of all muscle. Like,
280 pounds and like 10% body fat, probably. He's fucking huge.
Opponent in bare knuckle boxing.
really?
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
said he'll
God.
fight anybody, no
Who's he
name.
gonna fight?
names.
Like a gorilla? Like, who's gonna sign up for that?
Fucking Khabib's bear.
Like, who's gonna sign up for that?
I want to see this.
I wouldn't.
No, you'd have to be crazy.
Hell no.
I think there's something wrong, man, because I think he could have won both those DC fights. I think he.
First one definitely. He had a DC out almost.
Yeah.
And he goes to the ground
Yeah,
with
he
him.
fucking rocked him.
I mean, that was almost
That
over
was
like in
nasty.
15 seconds.
I'm gonna say something. I think Ngannou beats everybody. I think right now I think he beats everybody, man. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Okay, cool.
If he
Okay,
sticks,
cool.
this is the thing with Ngannou. If he doesn't get excited and
Yeah.
look for that
If he
knockout,
just,
if it's just,
overeats
all right,
it
I'm
and
just-
he times it
exactly.
And he
Exactly.
He doesn't go out there swinging, like I just think.
Yeah.
I think he beats everybody.
react to what's happening, not what you think is going to
He
happen.
was the nicest guy at the comedy show. I was on stage, and I'm like, dude, you're my favorite Uber driver. I was just fucking with him. And then afterwards, he gave me like the biggest hug, and he's like, put me in a headlock. He's like nicest guy
Wow.
ever. Like,
He's
just-
a big guy.
Oh my God! But I never saw a more ripped heavyweight. Normally, you stand next to heavyweights, you're like, okay, they're but this dude.
just, yeah.
It was
every
like
muscle.
every muscle. You're just like, oh my God! Like this dude was like created in a lab. Like
Crazy.
you know how like in those movies where they bring out the guy who's supposed to beat Van Damme at the end, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, he's gonna get, that looks like the guy and the guy they were. So also, by the way, you got announced Stefan Struve
coming back.
is fighting Ben Rothwell.
Yeah, I saw.
It's a weird fight.
And they gave it, what was
no,
it, a
that's super weird,
7-fight contract or a 4-fight
what?
contract?
4
Struve.
fight? Really?
4 or a 7-fight contract, yeah, to come back.
Dude, there was a time when he was like, he had surgery, and he's like, MMA Roasted. He's like, I just got surgery. Please cheer me up. Send me a joke or something. Like he was in the hospital. It was after the Hunt fight.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And I gave
After
him,
that
and
lip?
I was like, I was like telling him jokes. But then he was like, hey, when I see you, I'm gonna punch you in the dick. And I was like, all right, that's kind of a weird. I don't
think he can reach down that low, dude.
What? Yeah, like with what? Your toe? Like, give me a break. So also this week, Anthony Pettis versus Nate Diaz.
I can't wait for that.
Oh, see, I got Pettis.
You know what? I'm not even hating on you for that because I was like, man, this is because he was talking. Oh, this is a stand-up match, and I was like, it is a stand-up
is.
match, and he was talking about how Nate Diaz has that 1-2, and I mean,
It's perfect.
Oh my, yeah,
But that's what it
yeah,
is.
that's-
It's
yeah.
a 1-2. He's
Yeah,
not throwing
it's a
kicks at you.
He's not throwing any kicks.
Like he doesn't believe in throwing kicks. I used to train with a guy. No, legit. I used to train with a guy that was Krohn's boxing coach, and he would go up there and train with the Diaz brothers, and he's like, they don't believe in throwing kicks.
Even after
they think
the
it's useless.
Rafael dos
I'm
Anjos
like,
fight?
it's
Even
fucking
after
MM
RDA when he
Yeah.
couldn't even walk?
Yeah, this is like a year ago. A year ago, he was like, they don't throw kicks. You don't have to throw kicks.
There was a debate on
All you need is boxing and jiu-jitsu.
on the
I'm like,
underground. Who's the better Diaz brother
All right.
in fighting?
I don't know.
It's definitely started off Nick, but then
I think Nate might have taken over. I think he might have taken over that mantle. Look at the wins that Nate has, man. Besides Connor,
Yeah,
he's finished he
Cowboy
finishes.
Cerrone.
Cowboy, Gray Maynard, knocked out Gray Maynard, knocked out
Yeah, but Paul Daly.
Paul Daly.
Paul Daly.
That's a big one.
And then Takanori Gomi.
Shamrock.
That's old school though. That's old school.
Right.
Nate has
Shamrock.
continued into the new school fighters.
BJ Penn.
You know? Did Nick beat BJ?
Yeah, remember he hit him
He
like
destroyed him.
80.
he did.
He was like the first guy
Yeah,
to
he
like
fucked him up.
like people were like we never seen Penn like that. Now we just see him like that.
Yeah. But now he's fighting again. He's fighting Nick Lentz.
Nick Lentz is gonna kill him.
I don't understand this.
I don't want to. I'm like debating not even watching it.
Yeah,
I don't even wanna watch it.
I'm not watching it.
Like that's like watching a fucking snuff film at this point.
Yeah, I just
watching
don't- I
BJ
just don't
fight.
wanna
It's
watch
Snuff
like,
film?
yeah, like watching people getting murdered on camera.
Now, do you go for mostly white girls or black girls?
I go for women, man. I mean,
women.
I like women. My preference, if I pick anything, I'm black. So I like black.
Do you like black girls shaved or not shaved?
Well, I like women. So
He's not gonna answer that.
I like
question.
women, man.
Come on.
Yeah, he will. Oh,
I think women are attractive.
Yeah, but if a girl's not shaved, it could be not a deal breaker. I'm obviously not gonna, but like if it smells down there, that's a deal breaker.
That's different. That's a completely different situation,
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
that has
that's
nothing to do with whether or not they're shaved.
Did you see that girl that fought this week on UFC?
Veronica.
It was like the first fight on the card. Dude, she's probably one of the hottest women in the UFC right now.
Oh, what's her name? Polyana Viant? No,
No, the girl that beat her.
the girl that beat Polyana.
The armbar.
Yes.
Her name is Veronica. That's my homie.
You know her?
Yeah.
Like you met her?
I posted. Yeah, she showed me around the. She's dope, man. She's dope.
Showed you around where?
She showed me
her
around
bedroom.
the UFC
PI?
performance center.
Damn,
You went to
look
the
at you
PI,
guys.
bro.
She's dope, man.
You guys go on a date afterwards,
She's
or?
dope. No, we ain't going on no date, man.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Why are you
man.
smiling? Oh my God, you're smiling.
Yeah. Smiling means we went
'Cause it
on
wasn't a date.
Yeah, so watch when
It's
you
not
smile, people.
it's not
who listen to the
categorized as a date.
podcast.
So you
that
guys,
means
was it the first girl that you slept with? Fighter?
I went to the UFC event, bro. I went to that was a John Jones. I seen
Oh,
that live.
yeah.
I had floor seats.
Wow.
Yeah, so I seen that. I seen it
You were
knockout
sitting
with
in
Ben
her
Askren.
vagina.
That's a pretty good date, dude.
That's good for you.
That's a great date.
Nah, we
PI
didn't
and then
do-
the
yeah.
fights afterwards. Fuck
Nah.
it.
Wait, where's this girl from?
France, right?
She's from
Oh, good.
She's
So, like-
from, she's not really from anywhere, man.
So you're like exotic to her, right?
I don't know, but we're not. That's just my homie.
It's when I work on those cruise ships, not France, but Eastern European girls, there aren't many black people there. There aren't as many as there are here. And black dudes were just getting every like girl from like Uzbekistan or like any Eastern European girl
Where?
when I used to work cruise ships. The black dudes were just cleaning house with those Eastern European girls.
Yeah.
They were all about like
Yeah, I just came from London. That was pretty
Oh,
London.
I
there are a lot
love
of black people
London.
in London.
cool. Yeah, there's a lot of black people. There ain't no American black people.
Oh,
There you go.
there you go.
No American.
But
Black
it's
people
all
down
Somalis.
there- black people down there sound like Ngannou. So,
But go to like
I go there.
Kosovo or something, or like one of those places, like Serbia.
Oh, yeah,
man.
totally. Just go to Kosovo, bro.
Dude,
It's super cool this
Serbia,
time of year.
You'll be knee deep in pussy in Serbia.
And bullets.
Yeah, and bullets. But it'll be worth it, man. Sexual performance issues, way more common than you think. Okay, it's not good. 1 out of 4 guys suffer from ED, but it can be treated. Yes, today's your lucky day because Hims is a wellness brand for men. You've heard us talking about Hims, and if you haven't yet, get on board and stop struggling with ED. Because why do guys turn to weird solutions or to do nothing when they can instead turn to medicine and science? Getting older sometimes means certain parts of the body might not be working as much as they should. So start revving that engine again with ED treatment from Hims. Forhims.com. It's a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and sexual wellness for men. Listen, don't get defrauded by online sketchy marketplaces. It's hard made easy. Being your best means performing your best, okay? It's been featured in GQ, Men's Health, Esquire, and Playboy. Listen, the first month is just $5. We'll get you started for just $5 while supplies last and subject to your doctor approval. Restrictions may apply. See the website for full details. This would cost hundreds if you went to a doctor or a pharmacy. Go to forhims.com/MMA Roasted. That's FORHIMS.com/MMA Roasted. Forhims.com/MMA Roasted. What's up, people? While baseball season is in full swing, placing a wager on baseball has never been easier with all the best odds at betonline.ag. This week, I am watching the Braves take on the Miami Marlins. But wait, can you believe the NFL preseason's underway too? Huh? How cool. Well, to celebrate another season kickoff, betonline.ag and CLNS Media are giving you a 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Head over to betonline.ag or use your mobile device to join it today and use promo code CLNS50 to receive your welcome bonus. Don't sit on the sidelines this football season. No, get into the action with betonline.ag, your online sportsbook experts. Please see BetOnline's general rules for additional terms and conditions. Okay, a minimum of $55 is required to qualify for the bonus, and check it out. Paulo Costa versus Yoel Romero.
Woo. When is that?
That's this weekend.
No, it's not.
Yes,
bro.
it is. Saturday
Man, get out of here. Are you serious?
Saturday night.
So, oh man, I
Need to pay attention.
That's what because I was looking for that a couple of days ago, and I was like, I wonder when this fight is, and I think I seen it. And I was like,
Call Veronica, tell her.
Okay, this guy.
All right, go on.
This man.
So then, that's this Saturday.
Who you got?
I got, after talking to, I think it was Dean Thomas, told me that that Romero's going to outclass him. That Costa has not fought anybody good yet, or that as good as Romero, and
Definitely not as good as Yoel.
I forgot who I was talking to. They were saying that somebody recently was telling me that the guys that Costa was losing to Uriah Hall.
Yeah, he was.
And then he started low blowing him, and kicking him in the nuts. He was doing cheap shit to.
Was he?
And then he was saying that.
Dang.
Uriah
See,
Hall,
it looked like he hit him a few times. When he did an uppercut, he hit him he did a low blow, but it's like Uriah didn't say. I don't think he said it.
Then he was saying Uriah Hall took him down a couple times, and he was like, if Uriah Hall's taking the guy down, what's Romero going to do to him?
Right.
So he's made a lot of good points. Now, granted, he's American top team. Dean Thomas is the coach there, so he's obviously going to be biased. But
Uriah Hall, that's my homie too. So you gonna make any
He's a good guy.
jokes? You making any jokes?
No,
about me? Oh, see,
I
why
like
can't you
Uriah
make
Hall.
jokes
Well,
about me and Uriah Hall?
you're not-
You can make jokes about me and Veronica.
because he's very sensitive, Uriah Hall.
Yeah.
You already said you bang women, so
Yeah. So,
we only got what kind of joke here.
yes, pretty much.
Romero's
So,
a slight favorite in that fight. So
Really?
If you're gonna make bets, you might want to go.
when's Romero going to get old?
He's only a slight favorite.
The guy's 60 years old,
If you bet
though.
on him, you're not gonna lose a lot of money because he's not a massive.
What is it with these Cubans that don't age?
I don't know, man.
Right?
That dude is in the same shape, and he also didn't have kids though. So
Wait.
But that guy Puig, you see that fight he got into in the Dodgers?
Really? I didn't see that.
He took on the whole team. You see that fight?
Puig, dude.
Puig, yeah.
Puig's a fucking animal.
He's Cuban, right? Also,
He's Cuban.
these Cubans. No one knows how old he is
Dude,
either.
that's what Yoel Romero says. He's like, dude, go to Cuba. You think I'm some kind of a genetic freak? Just go to Cuba and look at the people there. They all look like me.
Is that why everyone's trying to defect? Because they're like, fuck it, too much competition. like, I don't want to be around guys that look like that all day
I'm
long.
going to the U.S. with all those fat asses.
Oh my God. Yeah. So, who do you like in this fight?
Oh, I think Romero, but I think people are sleeping on this. I think Romero. I don't know.
I got you all too.
And the only way I think Yoel would not do as well is if, maybe he's got too much money and he didn't train as hard. But if he's still the same guy that fought Whitaker, I just can't see the guy that I think will beat Whitaker in the last fight losing to the guy that kind of barely. He finished Uriah Hall, but Uriah was doing some damage.
But didn't he have money? Didn't he have money in Cuba though? Don't those Cuban athletes get paid well?
No.
No. Like when he was representing.
Have you listened to when he went on Rogan's podcast? So he was talking about the system, how they come up in wrestling. It's basically like first tier, second tier, third tier wrestlers. If you're in third tier, you get 1 meal a day. Second tier, you get 2. First tier, you get 3.
Yeah, dude, we have.
And it's literally
Americans have no shot of winning Olympics.
no, dude, no.
We're
Sorry, we're like, oh, come on, your
like,
feelings got hurt. Go to your safe space.
And
Kids are like, oh, here's a bowl of fucking rice.
they're for now on, I'm he, him, she, her. This is what we're focused on. They're focused on getting a meal.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
but that's what creates those
insane.
athletes, dude. You want to make it to the top. You want those 3 meals a day. You're gonna work your ass off for it. And they all live together. So you get fucked up in practice. I hurt my wrist in practice. Now everybody else knows about it because we live together. So everybody's going to be attacking that wrist in practice now because they want that spot.
By the way,
it's like, it's wild, dude.
What happened?
No. Did you know that American Top Team, they all live in the dorms?
Yeah.
The best fighters. No smoking weed and no bringing girls back to the dorms.
What?
Like, I talked to a couple fighters that got kicked out. One guy got kicked out of the dorm for bringing a girl back.
No
Yeah.
way.
No marijuana and and then you get in trouble for, like, not putting your plates away or cleaning up the kitchen. Like,
I think that's a great idea. Yeah.
but yeah, me too.
know
But it's
what,
just,
though?
I mean, it's crazy thinking that, like, these are
For
athletes
a lot of
at
these
the top
guys,
level.
but
And
you're not that's not the top level.
Well, I think that's the.
No, they are.
I think that.
Colby Covington is living in a fucking dorm.
No, he's not. No, he's
but
no,
guys
he's
like
not.
Charles Rosa and like the Monkey God.
But that's
Jarrett Brooks.
I think that's that's
Torres.
I think that's like the college. You know what I mean? Like there's no college for MMA. You know what I mean? So I think that's like the college dorm. College basketball style of MMA. And I think when you get to like the big leagues
Yeah,
in
but
the
college
NBA,
basketball, those guys are running trains on girls and football. Like the guys.
they're not supposed to.
Yeah, but you're telling.
They're not supposed to.
Yeah, but they're also,
You think that one guy he got caught because he?
yeah, but college basketball, think about how much money they're bringing in for that college.
Whereas
Dude,
American Top Team.
American Top Team's like, all right, we got our best, but you're not allowed to do this.
Yeah,
And,
that's
like,
also
I'm gonna
true.
bring in $8,000 for the gym. Cool.
I got
Like,
Yeah.
it's not even.
It's
That's
crazy.
probably what they're getting paid.
Oh, by the way.
You know, so like the gym's getting $500 at the end of the fight.
Speaking of American Top Team, Hector Lombard announced that. Well, he says, "Do you think I should go into bare knuckle boxing?" So he's thinking about it too. I don't know though,
If
because
he's done with MMA, sure, why not?
one of his main strength was is judo.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like his hands are down a lot in his fights. I don't know.
I wouldn't.
I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine, man, because he's always like crazy during the first round, and then
That's true.
I don't think there's no pads, so I think he'll finish him.
Hector
Whoever.
Lombard versus.
I want to see some bare knuckle, some old school Muay Thai, dude.
Really?
Did you watch the Lakeway?
No, did you watch
watch
it?
it?
No, did you watch it?
I didn't watch it.
I feel like we didn't get the full idea of who thinks Stipe and DC is gonna win.
Oh, I got DC all the way.
Okay, DC.
100%.
Okay, cool. Why DC?
Because he's the man. Because he's the man. No, DC. I think DC is just. He's a step above Stipe. As great as Stipe is, DC is an Olympian. He's a like
I feel like
You guys are forgetting
his. I'm not forgetting. I'm not forgetting how good Stipe is.
I think Stipe is amazing. I think Stipe is the Chris Weidman of the heavyweight division.
Look,
You know what I mean? You know Chris Weidman's like
Yeah,
really,
but
really
Wyman
good.
lost to a
To
lot of
say-
guys.
to-
He lost
look-
one, two.
Yeah,
to say that you're forgetting about
first one.
to say that you're forgetting about Stipe when talking about DC, you're forgetting about how good Stipe is. It's the same conversation DC and John Jones. It doesn't mean DC is
But
not
he beat him
good.
twice.
It means John Jones
He
is
beat
going to beat
twice,
him.
And I can almost say that was not a lucky punch, but there was an eye poke. If you look in slow motion, he goes like this.
He with his right hand. Yeah.
And it was like it was the
I don't know if he was trying to. I don't know if he was trying to see his range or he was like, I'm just gonna eye poke.
It was
'Cause
very.
It looked like he
it
just
was
threw
very
his-
cheap. It wasn't
Yeah.
like a. It wasn't even an extension. It was a this. It was a blatant eye poke.
Yeah. but-
Maybe not blatant means on purpose, but it was like a blatant, unblatant eye poke.
yeah.
It's
It
some
was
weird-
like it is like his hand wasn't balled up for like a fist.
Yeah, it
It
was,
was like
crazy.
it seemed like it was in yeah.
And Stipe is such a good guy that he doesn't like complain because he's busy saving cats from trees and people from fires. But that was not. Hello, Colby Covington.
Yes, this is Colby Covington, the one and only, the greatest. What's going on?
Now, are you the greatest of all time?
Without question, I am the greatest welterweight of all time in UFC history. The things I've done in the sport. I mean, who gets a call from the president after walking out of the cage? Who goes to the White House? Oh, yeah, no one's ever went to the White House in the history of the sport. Who gets the first family front row at his fight? Oh, yeah, that's another thing no one's done. And also, who sets the record for most amount of strikes thrown and landed in a fight in UFC history? No one's ever going to break my record of 535 strikes thrown in a fight.
That was insane because everyone kept saying you were going to win because of your wrestling and your wrestling and your wrestling, and your striking was the big difference.
listen, man, I've been working hard over at American Top Team. I got the best trainers, best training partners, and I'm evolving every day, man. Like I said, man, every day that goes by, I just get better. These guys are just falling behind. They're getting older. They're getting slower. They're getting dumber. I'm just getting better every day, Adam. I'm just getting warmed up right now, and you haven't seen the best Colby Chaos Covington yet.
Now, did you and Trump afterwards, did he ask to, like, send over some of your girls? Because I know he's been with a porn star in his day. Was he like, hey, Colby, you have 4? Or no?
Whoa, back up, buddy. Don't be saying he's been with the porn star. That's allegedly, man. You have to actually come with facts, because that's not a fact. That's just some girl, saying something. There's no evidence behind that. That's just some girl trying to attach her name to him so she'd get famous.
Good point. Very good point. You're right. I totally misspoke. Now, those 4 girls that were with you during your open workout, you came. These girls came. You said it seemed like you didn't even know them. They just showed up, and then afterwards, you then banged all of them for the workout.
Yo, I needed to get one more championship cardio session in before I got ready to beat up Robbie Lawler and end his career. So, I brought them in from Newark, New Jersey, New York's finest. I know there's a lot of Northeast hags out there, so I was lucky that I was able to find a couple dimes among the rough and get that last championship cardio session before I retired Robbie Lawler.
Are you ever worried that some of these girls are going to, like, poke a hole in the condom and then want to have your kids?
Of course. I get worried about that all the time, but, there's a lot more things that we can be worried about in the world.
That's true. A lot more things.
Thanks, that's a pleasure, mate. Thank you. Appreciate it. Much love, brother.
Now, a lot of people were mad about the whole Matt Hughes joke you made, but Matt Hughes wasn't upset about it. He said, Colby, whatever. But before he said you guys were pals, you went to the White House together. I know sometimes when I'm on stage doing comedy, I'll make fun of somebody who's handicapped or whatever, and afterwards they'll thank me. They'll say, hey, listen, nobody makes fun of me, but you did, and that made my day. So weren't you just trying to make Matt Hughes laugh?
No, I was just being honest, and I said, what's the big deal with saying, hey, man, get off the tracks, you shouldn't get in my way. If you get in the way of me, the train's coming through and you're going to get ran over, just like Matt Hughes. And the thing I find funny about it is that everybody tried to get on me and say it was the worst thing in the world, this and that, except for the guy that it was directed at. Matt Hughes, he didn't even care about it. He hit up my agent, understood it. It's just, it's so funny how hypocritical people are. They want to watch this bloodlust sport, get locked in a cage in our underwear, and try and kill each other. But then you say some mean words on a microphone, and all of a sudden you're saying hate speech, and you're the worst person in the world, and this and that. It's just, these people are so fickle and so two-faced. It's just sad, man, because they don't get what it is. They don't get the art and promotion of building fights and selling fights. And at the end of the day, yeah, I'm saying big words, but guess what? I'm going to get locked in the cage in my underwear in a steel cage and fight about it. So if anybody's got a problem with it, they can come see me.
Yeah, no, I understand that, because a lot of times, like, I'll make a joke and everyone's offended on behalf of the person who wasn't offended, and it's just like, let that person get offended. You don't have to be offended on behalf of that person. So I totally hear you. Now you fight. Now it seemed like when you went to Madison Square Garden, you put down the Knicks. So the Knicks sucked. This person sucks, but yet you want to fight at MSG.
Well, let's be honest, bro. The Knicks haven't won anything, and they have completely tarnished the history and reputation of Madison Square Garden. That's known for being the most iconic arena in the world. Hulkamania started there. Not only Hulkamania, I mean, all the greats have fought there, played there, done business there, this and that. So, it's sad what the Knicks have done for it. There's only one man that can go back to Madison Square Garden and truly make it great again, and it's yours truly, Colby Chaos Covington.
Now, it seems like you got booed, but you didn't care. Like you actually came out to Kurt Angle with the "You suck." Do you care that you get booed? Do you want to be cheered? Does it matter to you?
Adam, why would I care about cheers or boos? They're all the same. They're all one and the same. Hate you or love you. They're still tuning in. They still care about you. They're still emotionally invested. I don't want to be like Marty Fake Newsman. No one cares about that guy. That guy's an afterthought. No one's cheering. He couldn't even get 1,000 people in the Palms, in the Palms Hotel to fight when he fought Ralphie Dos Nachos. I put 20,000 hands on their feet when I fought Ralphie Dos Nachos in the United Center in Chicago. So I could care less whether people hate me or love me. They will respect me, Adam, and I will get done what I'm doing, and that's become the greatest of all time and keep winning world championships.
Well, I don't know who's going to beat you. I mean, your cardio is insane. Your striking is getting awesome. Your wrestling is thing. I mean, what's the secret? I mean, I heard someone said that you run 5 miles a day, you run 10 miles a day. How do you get cardio like Colby Covington?
I mean, let me tell you the main secret. Besides, obviously the most top one is that I have porn star cardio, and that I built a lot of my cardio in the bedroom. That's a lot of my cardio training is done in the bedroom, put 5-10 rounds in the bedroom with my different tricks. But the number 2 ingredient that people don't know about, my secret key and my extra edge that I get, is from my good friend Cameron Haynes. This guy, the dedication, the discipline he has, the hard work he puts in life. This guy runs like 20 miles a day, like on the regular. Like usually actually likes to run like 150-mile races where he runs for 3 days straight. He's an animal. He's so freaking famous and such a badass that Under Armour gave him a shield because, he's just that much of a badass. And he's a bow hunter. He's one of Joe Rogan's friends. So the guy's just a legend. And running with that guy and talking with that guy and learning his mindset that I get to, pull back the curtains and see, who he truly is. I memean, he's one of a kind. There's no one like him, and to be able to talk with him and learn from him, there's no one that can stop me in that cardio aspect.
Well, it's truly impressive. Now, you and Misha Tate recently got into it. You did her radio show, but you had called her out because she was, I guess, talking smack about you, and she wasn't really, I think, ready for. She said she's a fan of yours, but what happened with you and Misha? She's a fan of mine. Oh, the fake fans. These people are so fake, Adam. What happened with me and Misha? She's been talking shit for months. But let's talk about why she's talking shit. She's a shill for ONE FC, for that Atari guy or whatever the fuck his name is, for the bum FC. So she's paid to go out there and talk shit about Western martial arts and talk shit about the UFC and the fighters to make it look like they're better than everybody else. So I called her out, man. I said truth. There's nothing I said that was a lie. I said all facts, Adam. I just said, Misha, hey, man, you want to talk shit? Say I'm controversial. That's how I'm selling fights. I talk shit, this and that. But you live in a glass motherfucking house. How did you make your career, Misha? Oh, yeah, controversy, talking shit to Ronda Rousey. The only reason you're somewhat famous is because Ronda Rousey kicked your ass and blessed you with an ass beating. If it wasn't for that, no one would know who she is. And besides that, when no one did know who she was after Ronda Rousey spanked that ass, she had to leak a bunch of nudes on the internet. And that's facts, Adam. So let's get one thing straight. Don't let the facts hurt your feelings. Wow, I mean, that's definitely, everything he's saying, those facts did happen. She also is a great fighter, and, I think she's a cool person. She's a good ambassador for the sport. But you know what? Fuck it. If someone's talking shit about you and then wants to interview you, call them out. There's nothing wrong with that. And yeah. So, that's what I'm saying. And the best part about it, bro, is that all the journalists, so-called journalists that are coming out saying it's hate speech and this and that, hey, she asked me to come on her show. I just went on there to defend myself. She was always talking shit in my lead-ups to my fight, but she didn't want to say it to my face. So I was on her show, and now she can say what she wants to say to my face. But I'm here to defend myself, Adam. If these people want to talk shit behind my back, don't expect to have to come back and hit you with facts, hit you with truth, and I'm going to defend myself, because I don't appreciate people talking bad and trying to bury my name. So it's just funny that, what's the funniest is all these fat little internet virgins that are so-called journalists. They're on their little media websites. Oh, we're not going to give Colby a platform anymore for his hate speech. As they're writing out an article about me doing supposedly hate speech to Misha, it's so funny. All these fucking idiots that want to use my name and try and bury my name for hate speech while they're using an article to get the clicks, to get the views, to make money in their bank account off of my name. So it just shows how hypocritical and two-faced all the MMA media is. Well, listen, a lot of people have your back. You're obviously, a lot of people like what you're doing. Obviously, some people don't, but that means you're doing something right, or that you are creating some noise. Now, with Usman, it's funny. He's like I think that you and Woodley or you and Askren, you guys maybe didn't like each other, but at the same time, there was sort of this entertainment factor. Where it comes to Kamaru Usman, you really don't like this guy. This guy tried to attack you while you were online at a buffet.
Yep, that's true. And you know what's funny about that story, Adam? If you look the day before, 8 hours before, he's got his manager, Ali Abdel Sleed, pushing him around in a wheelchair to the press conference. This is 8 hours before, Adam. 8 hours later, he's jumping and hurdling a 4-foot barrier in the Palms buffet line to get in front of my face. Oh, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. I said, dude, I'm a professional. We're going to handle it in the cage. Let's do it next month. Let's do it the month after. Let's go right now, bitch. You're so tough in these buffet lines. But he won't fight me in an octagon, but he'll act all tough and attach my name to his name because that's the only time he gets relevant. It's when he attaches my name to his name. And now he won't fight in the octagon, but he wants to act like he's so tough. Where's that energy, Marty? Oh, I thought we lived 20 miles apart, Marty.
Well, you guys have been wanting to.
The immigrants, Marty. Where you at now, bitch?
You guys have been wanting to fight. You guys wanted to fight for a long time. Remember when he won the Ultimate Fighter? You guys, this is a fight a long time coming. This is not two guys that are ranked number 1 and 2 that want to fight each other. 1 and 1 actually. You guys have been talking a lot of shit. Now, were you impressed at all by his performance over Tyron Woodley?
Not impressed at all. That was a Tyron Woodley that was a shell of his former self. That was a Tyron Woodley that's over the hill, that's cashed out, a guy that's in Hollywood. He's a little soy boy now. He doesn't even train, man. He's doing his little TMC bullshit, talking about the Kardashians. He's doing his little analyst roles. He's doing his rap albums, writing about me, Shirley, Chaos. He's not a fighter anymore. He's past his time, dude. It's just the guy is not a top 20 fighter anymore. So to take any credit into a fight where it's a guy that's not top 20 in the world, he's a bum. So I'm going to expose him soon. I guarantee you.
Woodley is not a bum. Woodley is one of the top guys in the world. Come on. I mean, he had a bad night.
He's a bum.
People have bad nights.
Hey, he was, Adam. He was.
It was one bad night. One bad night. Come on. He couldn't get going.
Okay, one bad night. Where's he at? Why'd he pull out of the Robbie Lawler fight with a sore thumb? He pulled out of the Robbie Lawler fight with a sore thumb, Adam. I had to save the day and leave fucking Robbie Lawler in a pool of his own blood because Tyron Woodley was scared of Robbie Lawler and he didn't want to fight him again.
Now, were you impressed at all with Mike Perry's performance last week?
Who?
Mike Perry.
Michelle Perry?
No, Mike Perry.
I mean, I don't watch. I never watch bums, Adam. That's one thing. I don't watch bottom feeders. The guys that should be fighting in Indian casinos. I just don't watch those guys. It's just there's no skill level or any type of entertainment value for me to watch and learn something. It'll make me worse if I fucking watch a bum like that.
I mean, no, he's a good fighter. He got his nose broken, but he kept fighting and refused to tap. He showed a lot of heart. It was a pretty badass fight. It was I gotta say, it was good. I thought it was a good fight. Now this weekend, who do you like, Stipe or DC?
Oh, I gotta go with my boy DC, the Natty Goat, the greatest of all time, man. My boy DC is gonna go out there and tear it up and show the world again why he is the Natty Goat.
Nate Diaz or Pettis?
Dude, I don't even know, man. Nate Diaz, that guy's a mental midget. I mean, he's hooked on weed, but he needs to get hooked on phonics. I mean, the guy, dude, if you heard his interviews leading up to the fight, man, I feel sorry for the guy, man. There's nothing left. There's no brain cells left up there, man. So I really hope that he finds something better to do with his life instead of coming back for these paychecks because he obviously has CTE.
Justin Gaethje, Cowboy Cerrone, which is fighting in 2 weeks.
I could care less, man.
All right. Now, after you beat Usman, okay, let's say you beat Usman, are you going to call out McGregor? Are you going to call out Khabib? Are you going to go up to 185? What are the plans?
The great thing about the King of Chaos, Colby Chaos Covington, is that you just never know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable. That's the definition of chaos. He's unpredictable. You don't know what I'm going to do next. You don't know where I'll be, who I'm calling out, what I'm doing. But I guarantee your jaws will drop, and I will continue to entertain everybody. So you just got to stay tuned, and we'll see what happens next, my brother.
Now, John Jones tweeted out during your fight that Robbie Lawler let the world down. And he...
John tweeting about letting the world down. The same guy that hit a pregnant lady and fled to the hills with his drug. The same guy that acts like he's a good Christian father, but he's wrecking a Bentley with hookers in the back of his car while he's drunk and intoxicated. The same guy that does cocaine and does steroids. Robbie Lawler let the world down. Good joke, John Jones. That's fucking hilarious. Man. You should try to set up comedy. You might get up there and be as good as Adam. But
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Now you
put
beat.
jokes like that out there all the time.
Now
you definitely have a career in comedy.
Now you used to beat John in practice, right? When you guys wrestled together. Colby.
Dude, I used to dump him on his head, Adam. I promise you that on everything I love. Double leg him, drop him on his head. He's a bum, dude. He has no work ethic, no cardio. If it wasn't for science and steroids, the guy would be nothing.
Well, this is it. This is Colby Covington, the man. Now, by the way, we got Preacher Lawson, finalist on America's Got Talent. He's a fan of yours. Preacher, how's it going? Anything you want to say to Colby Covington?
Hey man, keep doing what you're doing, bro. You doing dope.
I appreciate that. Much love, brother.
Super entertaining.
Super entertaining.
Yeah,
And then
man, you make UFC better.
And then Tyler, a Marine, also my co-wrestling coach. Or anything you want to say to Colby Chaos?
Colby, what's up, Colby? What
What's up, my man?
What do you think about Henry Cejudo calling out Valentina?
Oh my, dude, that's embarrassing, man. What are you doing calling out a girl, dude? Come on, man. Like, Jesus, I honestly don't have anything to say about that. That's so pathetic and.
Hey, she said she's down though.
There's just
She was
no
like,
words.
She said if that's what he wants to do, let's go. Let's bring it. I'm not afraid to fight anybody. She said on Ariel's show yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. And then Weendawg, anything you want to say to the greatest of all time, Colby Covington?
What's up, Colby? It's me, Weendawg. You're getting ready to fight Kamaru Usman. And now Usman is known as probably the most boring fighter in the UFC. He's known for putting the fans to sleep. So is there anything you're going to do in this fight to make sure the fans don't pass out while watching?
Yeah, that's the thing about it. This will not be the Marty Fake Newsman show. Everybody knows this is going to be Colby Mania. This is going to be the Colby Chaos show. So I promise, I give a pledge to the fans, the people, as the people's champion, that I will make it entertaining. I will leave him in a pool of his own blood. He will be carted away from that octagon in a stretcher, and we won't have to hear any more fake lies from his fake newsman bitch ass anymore.
Well, thank you, Colby. I will see you at the show tonight. You are the man.
See you tonight, brother. Have a good night.
Thanks. All right, that was Colby Covington.
Nice. Make headlines.
Yes, man, always at a loss for words. Colby,
Doesn't have anything to say, man.
oh my God.
This man said, Preacher, biggest fan.
Biggest fan.
Yeah, I
Biggest fan.
never said I was.
You said you were a fan of him.
I think I'm a fan of. I love Colby as like
Entertainer.
Yeah, he's like the super villain. Like I don't want him to be. I love him in the UFC.
Yeah.
But I did all the fights. I've wanted him to lose it. All the fights I wanted him to, but he keeps winning, and he's like an entertaining. He's like Chael Sonnen. Like I love Chael
Yeah, but
Sonnen.
Chael
but
would lose. This dude.
I know, but not when Chael was
very
losing
often,
though.
though.
Yeah,
Not
like
very
Chael,
often.
and then the fights that Chael was like, yeah, Chael pretty much won a lot of fights, and he was beating Silva. So and Silva was my favorite fighter.
yeah.
So I was upset about that. So that's how I feel about like.
No, I love Chael, but he was never the UFC champion. Colby's the champion. I mean, who are Chael's biggest wins? I mean, Chael's a good friend of mine, and I think he's a Hall of Famer. I think he's.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think he's an all-time great. But who his biggest win, let's say, is? I mean, he lost to.
I mean, he beat Michael Bisping. Michael Bisping was middleweight champion.
But that was before Bisping was champion.
It doesn't matter. That's just Bisping was still the same.
No, that's not true. That's like saying the guy who beat Anderson Silva in his first one of his 6 wins beat Anderson Silva. You can't. I mean, there were guys.
What are you talking about? We're talking about the same Bisping. Like Bisping.
Yeah, I know, but Bisping won the championship 4 years later.
He did, man. But we're talking.
Well, I
about,
get what you're saying. He didn't do
Bisping-
anything different.
Yeah, Bisping
So it's
wasn't
Stephen-
new, and when he fought Chael.
So is Stefan Struve an all-time great because he beat Stipe?
That's not
who
a
was the
that's
most
a
dominant?
horrible comparison. You comparing Stephen Struve.
What would say
to-
because you beat him, who then became champion?
Well, first off, Stephen was never a champion. He was never.
No, but
the
Stipe
level.
was.
But I'm saying you can't compare Stephen to Bisping. That's disrespectful. Bisping knocked out Rocco, who was incredible.
No,
champion.
I'm not comparing him to. No, you're right. I'm just saying it seems like Colby is was a champion, or at least the interim champion.
You're saying he's better than Chael.
It's tough. It's a
I
tough
think
one.
Colby's more put together than Chael.
I would say I would
he's more
say
disciplined
he's
than
better than Chael.
I say he beat better guys than Chael beat. Is what I'm trying to
Okay,
say.
I would say.
I
I
agree
mean, but
with
he
that.
just. I mean, man. But listen, come on, because you guys are forgetting Chael. I mean, with
Oh, I
Anderson
love
Silva, you know
I mean,
what I mean?
Damian Maia. They both fought Damian Maia. And Colby beat Damian Maia. Rafael Dos Anjos, Colby beat, and now he beat Robbie Lawler. Those 3 guys. Those 3 Colby's biggest 3 wins. Chael's 3 biggest wins were Bisping, Brian Stan, and
Oh, that was heartbreaking.
who are we?
First
Shout out
off,
to Brian
he
Stan, dude.
beat Bisping, who was a former middleweight champion. He was destroying the greatest fighter
That
of all
was his best
time.
fight. That was his best fight.
So I mean, he lost it, but he was destroing him.
Yeah.
He was right
No,
there
Chael,
in the
look,
beating. I mean, so you
he's
can't.
one of my
What
all-time
is
favorites.
Colby? If Colby, he hasn't fought anyone that was at Anderson Silva's level.
It would be the same if
Chael Sonnen fought Fedor. He fought like John Jones.
Of
like,
course, but he lost to all those guys.
He did. Okay, now name somebody that was on the caliber of. I mean,
Anderson Silva, you're not going to because Anderson Silva is considered the greatest of all time.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So,
Chael was being the greatest.
give Colby some time. I think his stand-up game has gotten so much better. I was watching it and I was like, I was super impressed. And I was like,
He likes it too.
Yeah, which is so cool.
likes it.
And because I wanted like I love
They're both
Usman, but
very
he just
comparable. They're both very comparable. It would be like as if Colby was beating GSP for 4.5 rounds and got caught.
Exactly.
So I understand.
Exactly.
I understand
And
what
if
you're
Colby
saying.
did that and he lost, I would
Alright,
be
so
like,
Chael
he's
beat-
better than Chael.
All right, so he
Exactly.
Okay, so he beat Shogun Rua.
Come on now.
Chael beat Shogun.
Okay, another former champion.
He beat Paulo Filho. He beat Bisping. He beat Nate Marquardt. He beat Vanderlei,
Come on.
and he beat
Come on.
Rampage.
Come on, man. Come on.
Now-
Give Colby some time.
In their prime, so
Yeah, man. Chael's
But
that
when they're
dude.
Yeah,
Primes.
that's the thing. Colby still has
Shogun
at
in
least
his
5
prime.
years.
But I think
You know?
Colby's getting better, so I think he'll be fine.
He
But I
for
mean,
sure
they're both
he's
very
getting better.
they're both
But
amazing fighters.
I think are we talking? Yeah. So
They're both top of the top.
so who you got? Usman or Colby?
Colby.
You think Colby for sure?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a great fight.
I think Colby has him on the hands. On
Really,
the stand-up.
man?
I think Colby
Really?
has him
He could
on
also
the
get-
stand-up.
Really?
Usman
'Cause
doesn't really like to stand and bang, dude.
He-
And
but he-
Colby's down.
I think you know what, he doesn't like to stand and bang as much as Colby, but I mean I think he has good hands.
Yeah, he has really
and he
good
has
hands.
really, and he's like the John
doesn't have
Jones of
bad
that.
hands. I'm not
And
saying
he
he has
and he
bad
throws kicks. Robbie's in
It's
the
a lot of it
kicks.
also is will Colby get in Usman's
He's like
head?
he's more smooth, and I
Will
just
he
feel
get
like
in his head?
I
Because
just feel like he's gonna pressure him. I did not believe what he did to Tyron, and I was really sad because I wanted Tyron to knock out Usman. I love you, Usman. I'm just saying that's what I wanted to happen at the time. So
But
Yeah, I
Usman
didn't
is
see that.
I didn't see that, yeah, yeah.
Usman's a very sensitive guy. Takes things very personal. And don't forget, there's going to be like a month of press
Talk, yeah.
of
Yeah,
Colby
we
just-
could see the Connor Jose Aldo again. You
No,
know,
we can't.
Not this. It's
No,
not,
we're not.
I'm not saying the same thing, but the way he got into his head and just made him like.
I feel like the Usman's game. I mean, it's just he's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna come forward and he's gonna just try to get a hold of you. And as soon as he gets a hold of you, he's gonna try to take you to the ground.
But somewhere along the line, Tyron fell in love with his power. And stopped using
and
his
he
wrestling.
kept backing up to the gate and like, what are you doing, man?
Stopped
That's how we
using.
fight. Watch all the rest of his fights.
I know,
he backs
man.
up into the fence and he waits.
And
he
but when
throws the right hand.
But if you do watch his other fights, when he comes forward, he does work. When he was
Yep.
going against Wonderboy and he was coming work, that's when he dropped him.
But you wouldn't know he was a 4-time All-American by the way he's been fighting as
Right.
of late.
No.
Because his
Right.
power is so good. It's like these guys that they're blessed with this power, but in some ways it's a curse.
Dude, honestly, I think it's an unpopular opinion, and most guys wouldn't admit it, but it's a lot easier to stand and pick your shots than it just to grind that wrestling grind. You
Of
know?
course
It's
it
like-
is.
Yeah. So like, why the fuck not? If you know you can get it done on the feet, why are you gonna put
think
yourself
that-
through the torture of going for a takedown for 3 minutes?
Also,
and then
yeah.
finally getting it.
Well, Tyron
and then
also
now you have to
carries so
keep
much
it.
muscle, and then also I think Rogan got into his head a little bit because he kept saying he looks tired, and the only way he kept trying to like not gas himself out, and he is doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But who knows? I honestly don't think, according to Colby, he's washed up. He's not washed up. I mean,
No
come on.
way.
No, I
No,
think- I
that's
think-
crazy talk.
I
I mean,
mean, you
I
can't
get why
just-
he's saying it, but that's crazy.
doesn't even
He's not.
believe that.
He's not top 20. Like he's top 5 still.
Yeah.
You know, easy.
Of course.
Easy.
I mean, the
I
way
mean, top 5. I think he's higher than that. I mean,
Top 3.
who's better?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
he's like
it's
top
Colby,
3.
Usman, and him.
Yeah.
Those are the three.
I-
well,
yeah.
but then
You know?
you got
You got
Masvidal.
Masvidal.
I'm still not sold on Masvidal.
Oh,
look,
he's pretty good, man.
And whoever wins this, if Pettis steamrolls Nate
I
Diaz,
really want to see Pettis
then
Masvidal.
then you can put him in there, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can put him in there. I mean, the top 10 of any division is killers. Any division.
I know.
You
Well,
think?
maybe
Good
not.
time for
maybe
Heavyweight?
not light
Heavyweight?
heavyweights. Yeah, maybe not.
125?
What do you mean?
Light
Heavyweight's pretty lit. I mean, you got
They are now.
Curtis Blades, you got Ngannou, you got Stipe, DC. I mean, DC's gonna be gone. You got what's that guy that Russian guy? There's some Russian guy, and he's
Olenek?
No, that guy
no,
didn't
no,
get
no,
knocked.
no, there's
Walt
some-
Harris.
There's some
but-
Walt Harris. Yeah,
Walt
it's Walt
Harris.
Harris. I mean, that heavyweight division is stacked.
It's getting
No,
there.
but he's saying 10.
They
You just
dropped. They
named-
dropped
you just-
Justin
you just
Willis.
Named, you just named 5
Didn't
guys.
they drop
though.
Justin Willis?
Yeah, but you just named 5 guys though.
Well,
some
no.
guys coming up.
There's another heavyweight fight. That's
But then you
going
get
on.
like Arlovsky and people that like you're like.
And Overeem's still dope, man. Overeem's good, man.
Why you said it? Who said he wasn't good?
But I'm naming. You said name 10. That like.
Yeah,
I
but
think the heavyweight
but it's
division's
not
fine.
like 170. These guys are all
Well,
like,
170.
in their
I mean, that's the
prime.
most
No, that's
people
different,
are.
yeah.
Most people are born at that size. So you're gonna have. There's always gonna be most stacked.
Plus,
Yeah,
plus most heavyweights
55s
went,
and,
Yeah, 55 and
70s
70s
are
always
going
gonna
to
be-
the best.
and most
Yeah.
heavyweights
That's
went into the
average
NFL
human
too.
being.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
And most
it's-
heavyweights went into the NFL.
Exactly.
yeah,
Like, fuck this.
Exactly. Like it's way more money.
What's your opinion on Greg Hardy?
Well, I think it's good.
Do you care that he fights or you?
I mean, listen, man. I'm not invested in that. So I mean, I still listen to Michael Jackson. I really
listen to R. Kelly.
But honestly though, I don't know. He didn't go to jail.
No.
He didn't go to
I
jail.
think he settled out of court and then the charges were dropped.
Okay, well, like he gave her money or something like
Yeah.
that. Okay, well then
Whatever
that's his
happened,
time. I mean, I
he's
feel
paid
like
his debt.
Yeah, I was
He's
gonna say
paid his debt.
exactly. I feel like that what he did was wrong. But then I think once you go to jail or you pay through whatever that happens, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, you don't have to like him. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I like.
And the thing, like the other guys in that camp that I follow, they all sing his praises. They're like, he's the best. I mean, they're not his wife, but they all say how nice of a guy he is and how good of a teammate he is and how hard
I don't think it was
he
his
works.
wife. I think it was a girlfriend. or
Lady,
something.
whatever,
Yeah.
girlfriend,
Yeah.
whatever it is. It was 5 years ago. He did his time or paid his money, whatever it was that they decided.
I think
to
it
be
was
his
that I think
punishment.
people are
He
upset
did
that the
it.
NFL cut him and that the UFC was like, "We'll take you."
We'll take you, yeah.
I think that's like because
He's gonna. I think he's gonna do work, man. I think when
He's good, man.
Yeah, I think.
And people forget, like, he's a fucking NFL athlete. That's
Yeah.
a different human being.
It's a different,
That's
like,
not the
yeah.
same human being as
Yeah.
most of the guys that are fighting.
Yeah.
Not to say that they're not amazing athletes, because they are, and especially now that they're getting actual strength and conditioning programs. They're
Yeah.
starting to use the pool. They're doing all sorts of different, like, gymnastics and shit.
Yeah.
We're going to start seeing that caliber of athlete come up in the UFC or in MMA in general, but
Yeah, these next 10
NFL
years.
players are still like, what are you going to think? A baseball player is going to beat up a guy in the NFL? No. Basketball player? No. Like the NFL.
college
is
wrestler,
top
though,
of the
will.
line. College wrestler would, but that's because they know how to fucking wrestle.
Yeah.
all right. So let's talk
But in
about.
terms of athletic ability, like Greg Hardy is at the top of athletic ability.
All right. So in the news, according to DC, Stipe Miocic acted like a little bit like a brat. I guess that's just shit talking. Now we're doing. I guess maybe no, he didn't.
Well,
He-
like whining for
he
saying
deserved
he was
that fight.
whining about getting his shot. No, he fucking deserved it. I don't think so at all.
Hey man, he did deserve it.
Yeah,
he
of
did
course he
deserve
did.
it, and maybe
Yeah.
he whined a little bit. Maybe a little bit, man.
Yeah, but the greatest heavyweight of all time, arguably, the only guy that had defended the belt three times.
I know
like,
he's the only one
yeah,
that does
that's
that, but I
yours.
don't feel like he's the greatest. I don't feel like he's the greatest heavyweight. I don't think
No,
he's.
he's
a,
not,
I don't
'cause
think he's the
DC
top.
is,
Yeah, I think
but-
DC. I don't even think DC.
You mean
is.
of all time?
Yeah,
Fedor.
I got Fedor, or I got.
I think
know,
Who do you think wins in their prime, Fedor or DC?
depends because
I was
DC
thinking
was
about
like
that.
DC was 11 years old back then.
I know that argument. I always hate that. Who would win, Kobe or
I mean,
Jordan?
like
it's a different game.
I mean, like
you know,
evolved DC or one-dimensional DC. You know, it's like.
I think DC
Yeah.
DC wins, but I mean.
I
whatever,
think
though.
DC wins.
Yeah. I
So
think
Estela Nunez failed her anti-doping test, out versus Angela Hill.
who?
Estela Nunez, I guess that was her thing. Another guy failed the anti-doping test, John Allen. He just won. Invicta has another one of these tournaments. They have good tournaments. So
They
like
do.
same night tournaments.
Invicta has great fights.
Deanna Bennett's in it. That's the only one I know right now.
Our girl
Milana
Deanna.
Dudavia, she's in it. Yeah, so that's good. Nate Diaz says, "Fuck me, then fuck you." He says he wants to be the guy on the Wheaties box. That's like going back old school.
Yeah, dude.
I
I remember when Pettis was on the Wheaties box.
MMA needs more call-outs like Caitlin Chukagan. She did a dance-off. She danced at home, and then that's how she called out.
She called out Valentina?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well,
Valentina said it. She said, if I had my choice, this is what she said on Ariel. She said, if I have my choice of who I want to fight next, it's Caitlin Chukagian and then Henry Cejudo.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, all right.
By the way,
honestly,
I want to talk about something, by the way.
I'm down.
I got to talk to you. So I've been doing Muay Thai for like about almost a year now. And when we go live sparring at the end, it's like very like, I can do 20% Muay Thai so much easier than 20% wrestling or jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Like when we go light rolling, it's never a light roll.
It turns in because you can go 100% in rolling. You can go 100% in wrestling. So it's going to turn into that. You start turning it up in kickboxing and you feel it right away. You're like, oh shit.
Like you just punch someone in the head.
He's hitting me fucking hard. Oh
Yeah.
shit, I kicked him hard. And so you tend to and it hurts. So you're like, okay, I'm good going 20%.
But I feel like I have more ego in wrestling
30%.
and pride. Like I wrestle for so long that if I don't want to lose in jiu-jitsu. Whereas Muay Thai, it's very new.
You don't care,
so
yeah.
I'm only doing this for a year. I don't give a fuck. Is that a part of it too?
Probably.
What was your question?
No, I just want to start training again. And so
Start training again.
You're looking soft, man. No, I'm kidding. You're not looking soft at all. You look better.
Yeah.
You're probably the most ripped comedian ever. I can't think
He's one of the most ripped people I know.
him and Joe Piscopo are like the two. So yeah, now you have a girlfriend now, or
No, I don't have a girlfriend, man. Well, I mean, I don't have anybody.
you must get so much ass on the road.
Well, it's
But is it
Not that
America's
he can
Got? Is it
talk about.
AGT like single mom ass?
Listen, people that come to my show are just married couples.
Right.
Married couples.
So they ask you to bang the wife in front of them?
That's what they ask for that all the time.
Really?
Man, no.
Oh.
Yeah, they do. No,
Has there been? Have there been?
No, people have asked that.
Of course. I mean, yeah.
And then what do you say?
They haven't.
There's got to be a handful.
I mean, what do I say, man? No. That's weird, bro.
What if the girl's really hot?
No, man. I don't want anybody else's stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want.
Also, Devil's Three-Way is always a bad idea. Dude.
Listen, I don't. I want when I'm intimate, it's me and my lady.
By the way, Jessie Jess was at my party over the weekend. My
She
little
sure
kid's party,
was.
And she was asking for you, Weendawg.
Dude, I was at my grandma's funeral. If I known that she was going to be here, I would have escaped the fuck.
You shouldn't have killed your grandma.
I know. Dude.
So I'm sorry. I hope she's okay. I mean, she's not okay. I hope she's
Is Jessie
somewhere happy.
Does she live down here now?
No, well, I don't know.
She said she's moving to LA.
Yeah.
So
Jessie Jess.
She's like this beautiful
the Australian fighter, all tatted up,
like
got a little face tattoo.
pretty face tattoos, great ass.
Tease.
And like
fucking hot.
She teases a lot of fighters and Weendawg. Weendawg showed up to her gym in Vegas and she wouldn't answer the door.
Sounds annoying.
Yeah, kind of.
I mean, why would you? Yeah, like why would you? I just say, oh my gosh. Wow.
Like how the Australians use it.
Fucking cunt.
So
Yeah, I was like Ireland, right? That wasn't.
That was Irish. My
I
bad.
was like, that was yeah.
now, according to Kevin Lee, Irish people have a degenerate gene which makes them whiter. According to him.
Irish people?
Yeah.
That's why they're so a
that's why
lack
they're
of
so pale.
melanin or something.
Yeah,
There's just no. It doesn't produce.
It's like two recessive genes.
Maybe.
made it. I don't know.
Maybe.
He was like a
Two
scientist.
recessive me.
Yeah. Right.
Kevin Lee.
Yeah. Exactly.
No, so Nate Diaz
Well
says
respected.
Pettis is keeping him away from all the lame fighters. That's what Nate Diaz says. He goes, he goes, all these shitty fighters. He doesn't want to fight. That's cool. I was like, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, knocking out this and that. Good fighters. So, yeah, that's what Nate Diaz. I can't wait to see Diaz again, man. I hope he's going to come out to
I know.
like
It's been like 2 years.
and he comes out to like Tupac, which is awesome. So,
I always love watching Nate fight. I was at the first Conor fight. I was a little sad. I also have money on Conor. So.
Paige Van Zandt wants out of her UFC contract, wants to prove her worth. Have you seen her Instagram?
Yes.
Oh, my. Give her whatever she wants.
Yeah.
Have you seen Paige Van Zandt's Instagram?
No, I'm okay, man.
Oh, my.
I'm not interested in that.
Really?
Does she just not want to fight anymore, or does she not want to fight for the UFC?
I think she wants more money.
Did you see Austin Vanderbilt, her husband, he joined the neck tattoo?
Two game.
Vanderford.
Yeah, he has an eye.
Giant.
I saw that he could see how big of a tool he is. he actually retweeted that. He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
He's a good guy.
So, all right. So what do you got coming up?
I'll go first.
Yes.
You can follow me on Instagram at The Weendawg, and the new podcast, or the new episode of the Creepy Town Podcast will be dropping tonight. And follow the Creepy Town Podcast on Instagram.
Yes. On Instagram, Creepy Town Podcast?
Yes.
Perfect. Doing it right
Post a lot of
now.
weird pictures on
Oh, and Jessica I's got a fight, by the way.
Who's she fighting?
Viviane Araujo.
Araujo.
Have you heard of her?
I have not heard of
She's
her.
8-1.
She must be Brazilian though.
8-1, and the fight is going to be up and coming Brazilian. Yeah, you were right about that. Wow, look at you.
Araujo, man, that's a Brazilian.
In
name.
Las Vegas, December 14th. That's a big event. They're not going to be New Year's anymore. It's going to be they're like moving it up.
Really?
Yeah, because the ESPN.
Yeah.
So what do you got coming up, Preacher?
I got a show in I don't know, man. I don't know what I got. It's just like some
shit.
some place in Mississippi, some casino. And then the following week I'll be in Sonoma County doing a cause there, and then I'll be in Cincinnati Brew, and then I'll be at Central Michigan University.
I've done that. The Brouhaha,
Yeah.
Cincinnati. I did that.
Yeah.
It's like outside.
Oh, is it?
It's kind of fun.
Like a festival?
Yeah, but it's like 9 hours
Like
of
a
comedy,
fair?
and I had to go last.
9 hours?
Yeah, it was
Why?
just like it just
Damn,
kept
dude.
going and going. And
That
going.
sounds like amateur fights.
Yeah. I will be at opening for Russell Peters this Friday night in Biloxi, Mississippi, at the Bow.
Really? That's where I'll be.
The Bow Ribbage Theater. BAU. Bow Ribbage.
Peter's like, I thought I was opening for Russell Peters.
And August 17th at the MGM in Maryland with Russell again. December 21st, 24th at the Looney Bin in Little Rock. Tommy T's, Rancho Cordova, August 30th and 31st. And then Edmonton at the Comic Strip, September 4th to the 8th. And the House of Comedy, September 18th to the 22nd. So
Where are you going this weekend?
I'm going to be in Bow Ridge,
Oh,
Mississippi.
I thought you said.
And
I thought you
Saturday.
said Biloxi. Okay.
Biloxi, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm
Close
gonna
enough.
be
Yeah.
In Biloxi.
Friday.
Friday, me too.
Oh, okay, cool.
Let's hang.
Yeah, I'll see
You and
soon.
Russell.
No, I'm doing a casino though. I think I'm doing the IP Casino Resort Spa.
If we're both in Biloxi, Mississippi, we can hang out afterwards.
Okay, I'm down, man. Hit me
Yeah.
up. Oh man, the fight's that weekend too. So,
Saturday, yeah.
It's Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
And you can find me on Instagram, SmithRoBJJ, SMITHEROBJJ.
thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thanks, Colby. Take care.
Trap sonson trap donson. Түүний сонсдог хөгжим дур булаан. Даадаж дуулан дур булаа мууруулаа.